What is up, guys? Welcome back here to another Uno Mobile content. So today, what you're going to see is our barrage of win on side to side. I'm going to give you my strategy and my tips in here on how I managed to win multiple times on side to side, and you can employ these strategies and allow yourself to win in Uno Mobile side to side gameplay. My name is Shinchi42, and if you guys haven't played Uno Mobile yet, well, you are in luck. I have a link in the description. Download Uno Mobile using that link, letting the developers know that you support this channel by using that link. The side to side game can be found in the Fun Pack mode, and by clicking onto the Fun Pack mode, there are multiple multipliers in here onto the side to side. All right, let's go watch this one game in here. Me and Claudia versus Ari and Connor. So in this game, you're going to see our strategy. Now, the key important thing in side to side is paying attention on where the direction of the cards are going to be dropping. So it's very important that the direction always goes towards to the opponent and not to your teammate. And sometimes it's okay if it goes to your teammate, but the most important thing in here is that whenever you're going to be dropping the +2 or the draw 2, right, or draw 4, it doesn't land into your teammate unless you're going to be stacking, and it will fall into your opponents. So this is why the direction is very important. Now, as you can see, Ari has triggered the stack in here. I will then stack onto Connor. Ari will then receive the stack from Connor, and Claudia will eventually stack it on me. Now, another tip that I want to give you in here is that in the side-to-side game, if you end up having a lot of cards, it is not the end of it. There's, you cannot lose hope. So as you can see, Claudia will drop everything to me. I will then draw a lot of cards. I draw +20 in here, which is significant, right? It's a lot of cards, but do not worry about it. Let's say you lose the side to side. The most cards, like how it's calculated, how the win and loses in here, is that if I lose in here with my team Claudia, my cards will technically not count. It's going to count the lowest count. So do not panic. And when you have a lot of cards, you actually have a lot more leeway. So you can see Ari made a mistake in here as well. So sometimes your opponent will make a mistake. Incorrect, drop a +4. Good decision by Claudia for challenging that one. Now, this allows us to have a lot more flexibility. Now that I have more cards, I have a lot more wilds, and it will allow me to change color whenever I want to. So there we go. I changed the color back to green, knowing that Ari doesn't have any more green. Connor dropped his last green in here. Ari will then do a wild +4. There we go. Dropping wild +4. I wasn't very happy with the coaching in here by Connor, so I threw a bomb. And that is just completely normal. Incorrect challenge by Claudia. At that point, I was just hoping that she will get some good cards, which she did. Having that discard plays a major role because that allows us to, work with a lot of things in here with the discard, because she can just discard everything and all the cards will be gone. And knowing that they don't have green, I proceed to drop the wild green, and now Claudia is able to discard with green. So what would I do? I will now discard all of my red because I need to drop the red now. Okay, Connor drops red. Color change to yellow. Claudia will then trigger my +4 in here. Now we gotta look at the time. Very important, time management. At this moment, Claudia has the first place because she has the lowest card. So my goal is to just delay things. And again, I move to green knowing Ari doesn't have any green. So he couldn't drop anything, and there we go. And that's how we won our game 1. And we end up getting a huge win in here, all right? Now let's watch this big win that we did. 20,000 wins in here on the side to side. What is your biggest win in side to side? Please let me know in the comment section. All right, so we got Mason and me, and Panay, and as well as Sir. All right? In here, once again, key important thing is where the arrow is going, and you gotta help your teammate. So we can see that there's this card early on in here, which is good. We're able to release a lot of cards. Sir will then discard as well, this using the blue. Now I have multiple choices in here. I can just simply discard with yellow, allowing Mason to discard as well, or I can skip it and it will go into Panay, and then Mason will not be able to skip, and then Mason will not be able to drop the 8 blue card in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to draw instead, allowing Mason to have the ability to drop the blue card here. So he understood the assignment actually very well. All right, so I'm gonna go and draw the card. Mason will drop blue. The reason for this is that keeping the discard plays a major role in the game because it can be a surprise drop. Usually players will drop this card and then I can stack on it with my discard and allowing Mason to drop the discard. So that's the kind of strategy that we're thinking of in here. So Panay will then change the color in here to green. Now this will allow Sir to reverse, and now when he does this, it's actually not good for him because now I have a +4 that can drop into him. So the direction is not good because it doesn't favor him right now. All right, so color changed to red, and Mason incorrectly challenged this and draws +6. So I will either yep, there we go, I drop reverse, and then Mason will have a reverse again. So this is a good play by Mason by dropping the blue reverse. All right, and now I have either choices of using blue. I chose yellow, reverse it again. All right, Mason could have dropped the discard in here for the yellow, but I think he will do reverse. There we go. That allows me to discard in here with my yellow cards, and then Sir draw and drop in here. Panay will drop 9. Mason will then discard the yellow in here. Okay, so that allows me to do many things in here, right? So I will then drop the +4 and change it to blue, knowing that they don't have any more blue. So paying attention is also very important, and I have blue in here. Now Sir, I had a suspicion at this moment that he still has a +4, and then what's going to happen if he challenges me, then that's wrong. Most likely when people have a +4 or draw 4, they will stack on that one, and Panay will then suffer because it will all fall into Panay. So Panay will then end up drawing cards here right now. Draws 8, changing the color to red. We don't have red except me. Mason doesn't have any red, so what is he going to do? Changes the color to blue, discarding that wild. I will then skip, and Panay will what will he do? Let's see, I forgot honestly. Changes the color to red. All right, I actually have red here still, which is good. And Mason, that was a clutch draw, by the way. That number 2, well, you'll see here in a moment. All right, so color is red. Now Panay will then drop 2. All right, if he just didn't drop, sometimes you just gotta draw. If he didn't drop that 2, he would have won in here, but instead he drops a 2 red, allowing Mason to change the color to green by using the number 2, and then allowing us to win here on our game. And there we go. Pretty much, it's a teamwork to make the dream work here when you're playing side to side. You cannot be selfish when you're playing side to side. All right, so you can see the max loss in here is at -50. What is the lowest points? Will be the one that is calculated in here. It's not the most points. So we ended up having a huge win onto the side to side. This is probably my biggest win on side to side, winning 20,000 coins. So with that being said, side to side is not really that difficult. You need to have a good understanding on how to help your teammate and your teammate to help you. It's really a teamwork based type of gameplay, and you have to understand how the arrows are moving, what direction are they going, and how you're going to be dropping your pluses in here or your draw cards. So good luck to you guys. If you guys want to play Uno Mobile, once again, there is a link in the description. Download that using our link, and I'll see you in the future.